Are you looking to automate tasks on your Ghost site? What about an alternate way for people to sign up for your newsletter? In this video, we're going to take a look at how to connect Ghost to Zapier, as well as connect Zapier to Revue, which you can have on your Twitter profile as a newsletter sign up. And yes, I realize it's Zapier, not Zapier, but I already recorded the entire video before I found that out. So, to put this in perspective, I'm doing this quote-unquote live. I have looked at the integration page for Ghost, but I have not done anything else. I've created an account in Zapier, but again, I have not done anything else. So this will all be me figuring out as we go. So I'm on the Ghost dashboard, and you'll notice I'm on the settings page, and what we need to do is we need to come down to integrations, and then click on Zapier. I'm not going to do that right now because when I do, I have to block out my API key and all that stuff, but that's what we're going to need to do. I'm going to flip over to Zapier. Literally all I've done here so far is create an account. I have not even went through the setup process. I skipped out on that because I wanted to do this all on video. What we need to do to get started here, I believe, is go to My Apps, and then we need to search for Ghost. All right, there we go. So I say connect. We'll see what we need to get. I believe we need an API. Yep. So it's going to ask you for the API key and your site address. So let me flip back over to Ghost, and I'll click on configure. And here, up here, I'm going to have to blur these out, but you'll see a API key and a API URL. Just click copy on the key. Go back to our screen here and paste. And then click copy on the API URL and click paste, and then hit yes, continue. And there we go. We have Ghost attached to Zapier. So that is a great start here. The reason I've done this is I want to connect Revue on Twitter, which is a newsletter option on Twitter. I want to connect that to my Ghost site so that if people go to my Twitter page and click join newsletter, then I actually get them set up on my Ghost site. So that's what we're going to do now. So I've logged in my Twitter account. What I need to get this set up is I just need to click more and newsletters. It's going to pop up with this, Twitter plus Revue. Click find out more. It's going to take you to the Revue page, start a newsletter for free, and then sign up with Twitter. And it's going to come up and ask you if you want to authorize the app. Since I'm already logged in, I can just do that. If you're not logged into Twitter yet, you would need to go ahead and actually log in. So for the moment, I'm going to just change this newsletter for vashnader.com. And we'll go in and pick United States. And this is all fine. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm gonna zoom out just so I can see the continue button better. But this should all be fine for now. I imagine I can change some of this later on. I'll just stick with vashnader7 just to make it match up with the other social account like Twitter. Continue. There we go. And so I think that's actually all I need to do on the Revue side for now. So let's go ahead and we need to, in Zapier, we need to make a Zap. So what we need to do is we need to say connect to Ghost and Revue alternately, since it's not coming up there like I was hoping. Ghost, Revue, and then official Revue plus Ghost. All right, here we go. So if you're using the built-in subscriber feature in Ghost to collect your email readers and are also using Revue to send campaigns, you can ensure that the two are continuously in sync. So what we want to do is we want to click use this Zap. It's going to bring me back over to Zapier. We'll see if Zapier comes up. It's taking its sweet time. Connect your accounts to Zapier. So what we need to do is we need to connect both of these. We've already connected Ghost, so we'll probably have to connect Revue. I need to go connect. All right, so we need to get the API key. You can find your API key by going to Account Settings, Integrations. Good deal. Okay, I had to go through the little tour, but now that I've done that, I just click on my little profile icon here, and I say Account Settings. And then I want to go over here to Integrations. I see. Okay, so it says you'll find your API key at the bottom of the page. So you have to come down to the very bottom and request access now. And I'll have to stop the video here, I guess, after I fill in this information. But I'll go ahead and request an API key. I want to connect to Zapier. All right, so I'm just gonna add my social media here and my website. Okay, and so I don't need to bother with anything there, so submit information. One thing I've not included here is you do need to go into your email and verify your email address for review. So to put this in perspective, I submitted my email at like 6:30 a.m. this morning. I got my follow-up email, I think at least, at 9 a.m. So around 2.5 hours. And granted, there probably wasn't anybody actually in the office or reviewing anything when I sent the original email if they're US based anyway. So not bad turnaround time at all. So let's take a quick look at where that API key is now and what we need to do with it. So I've closed a few tabs because this morning we got a few extra that we needed to work through. If I go back here to the integrations page, if I scroll down to the very bottom now, you'll see an API key right here, and I just need to highlight that and copy it. And then I go over to the Zapier part and I paste that here. And here's a very important step. So I didn't do this earlier because I didn't realize I had to, but to make your newsletter show up on Twitter, back in the integrations, let's open this back up so you can see where this is. So back in the integrations, you'll need to click the settings on Twitter and then check the box to show it there. So I save that change. Might take a few minutes for the change to show. Let's test that out here. And there we go. So I need to obviously go and update some of these settings and stuff like that. But let's take a look to see if this actually works. So let's go ahead and try this out. Let's see if this works. Because remember, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get people who sign up to review onto our Ghost newsletter. I forgot. So since we had to wait so long, I didn't even remember. I have to actually set up the connection in Zapier. I haven't actually done that yet. So let's go set that up. It's asking us to connect our review account, which we've already done. That's where we entered our API key, so that's all good. It's going to say getting data from Revue when we couldn't find a subscriber. Okay, so now that I've done that, I want to go over and click subscribe on my newsletter. And it's going to pop up and it's going to tell me, hey, you're going to be signing up for this with your email address. I'm going to confirm that. So now if I click try again, it should say that it's found a subscriber. So now that we've done that, we have to make sure that we've connected Ghost. And as you can see here, there's already check marks. So I've done that because of the API key we entered earlier. So now I just hit next. I will have to look at this a little bit further just to understand, like, for example, what type of emails to send and etc. is. But for the moment, I'm just going to click next and we're just going to confirm that it actually works. If I have something else that I want to add to this part, I will come back and add another section to the video. So we hit next. Map fields from Revue into Ghost. It's going to say first name, last name, and then email. And it's going to say, so it's going to ask me if I want to put it in a single newsletter or multiple newsletters. And you can also attach some labels to the member. I'm going to leave Twitter as a default for now, and I may come back and update this once I better understand a bit more if I need to do something else for that. And then it says send email to member. True. And I'm going to leave that alone for now. And I'm just going to, again, see what happens. So next, let's test out this app. We'll create a member in Ghost to verify all works. It's going to try to set this up and we'll say send test. And now, once that's done, test member sent to Ghost. So now I'm showing 3 members. And the top member here, this is the person that got added via Twitter. So we've done that. Let's see if we need to do anything else in Zapier. Yep. So I need to go ahead and hit next. It's probably going to ask if this was successful or not. View and turn on your Zap. Yep. That all looks pretty good to me. I'm going to glance at the email really quick and see. So at this point, what you need to do is you need to glance at your email. It's possible that you want to change what your review email says, or it's possible that you want to change the address it's coming from, anything like that. So make sure that you've confirmed all of this before you advance, because once you turn this on, it's going to happen every time you do that. So if you're getting a lot of Twitter activity for this newsletter, that's going to start taking effect right away. I need to make some changes to my review account. So If you want to change the email that Revue sends out, you can do so from your settings page. Just go to your little icon, hit account settings, and in the profile section, you scroll down and update this. So this is what it will actually be sent to the person if they sign up through Twitter. And so you probably want to update this because you want to really direct them to Ghost. Because if you're not using the Revue newsletter like I'm not. But that's up to you as to what you want to do. But all looks well here, so we're going to turn on the Zap. Your Zap is on. So in this video, we talked about adding Zapier to Ghost, and we talked about connecting Ghost and Revue via Zapier. If you've made it this far in the video, consider subscribing to the channel and throwing a like on the video. And also, of course, you can subscribe to my newsletter, either via my Ghost site or Twitter. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.